The purpose of this video is to go over a business debt schedule, what it's typically used for, not and some of the nuances and how to fill it out. So without right, here's the business debt schedule. So typically this is utilized in mostly business loans, sometimes real estate financing loans, SBA loans, just regular business loans, where they want to see with debt. Now, we utilize it in our business funding analysis, where so that we can get a gauge on what is the existing debt that is out there, uh, so that we can best advise you as a business owner what what you can handle, what you can qualify for, etc. So one of the common mix-ups is what is business debt versus personal debt. So personal debt goes on the personal financial statement. So typically on a business, you have all your liabilities, long-term debts like credit cards, business loans, leases. It depends on the type of lease, but just what my suggestion is go ahead and put it on there. Any debt that the business has or pays, and then we'll help you differentiate what it is personal or business debt. But anything that's in the business name is business debt. I know most people say, well, sometimes I use my personal credit cards, those kind of things for the business, but it has to be in the business name in order for it to be business debt. So, merchant cash advance loans, business loans, whatever it is, goes on the business debt schedule. Personal debt, so like for example, in section twos, where it's as you look at it, it looks similar to the business debt schedule. Will go here, but look for my other video on how to complete a personal financial statement. But let's go over the business debt schedule. So obviously you put your business name here and then as of, and if you notice here, it says should match your current balance sheet. So typically most people cut their balance sheet off on like at the end of the month, and then you should match this, especially on here. So do not include accounts receivable, accounts payable, which are short term income and debt. So this is more so long term debt that's usually over that's longer than 30-day, 60, 90-day period of time, typically. So the name of the creditor goes here, the amount of the original amount of the loan or financing amount that goes here. So the question will be if it's a credit card, what I would just do the largest amount that you've taken out would go would go here, or better yet, the amount total amount that you can actually charge on that business credit card should go here. The original date, so when you actually got the the debt instrument, the loan, uh, equipment lease, whenever you got that financing, what you currently owe at the time of what the date that you put here. That'll be the month and the day, month, date, and year, of course. The current balance, which you owe, so the interest rate, the maturity date. So the maturity date would be when is that loan matures, meaning that if it's a term loan, when does that get is supposed to get paid off? Now for a credit card or line of credit, sometimes especially a line of credit, it'll say like it has to be renewed over a certain period of time when that has to get paid back. So that would be the maturity date of go here. Now, if it's a credit card, sometimes that date would be, sometimes credit cards will have the maturity date that's similar to a line of credit. But usually if it's like a mortgage or business loan, it's pretty easy what that maturity date is. But like typically, I would just say most business credit cards are amortized, meaning that what the what is the payment is based on is either a 5 to 7 year term. So you can put like a 5 to 7 year date here if you're not sure. And then the monthly payment, and that's based on the current balance, or you can put the minimum monthly payment that goes here. Typically, that would be if it fluctuates, like on a monthly basis, I would put the minimum required monthly payment on here. Uh, the collateral, the collateral is what is owed. Uh, what is I mean, forgive me. The collateral is like for if it's unsecured or secured. So secured would be, like if it's a vehicle loan. I mean, it'll be secured, right? If it's a credit card, more than likely it's unsecured. If it's an equity line of credit, maybe that's against a property, then it's collateralized. Most like credit cards are unsecured. And then where it says current or delinquent, what that means is if if you're paying it on time, like at the time of what this date is, have you paid it on time or you're behind? If you're behind, then you're delinquent. So that's the basis. And then, of course, the great thing about this is usually we'll add up the current balance and count up current monthly payment. And this is the the monthly payment and the balance is typically what is used to debt service. You sign it, put your title and and the date. So the date here could actually be different than this date, right? Because this could be as of the end of that month, and then you're maybe filling this out during the month, right? So hopefully that answers your question. And so the common questions typically I get is, so like for a credit card, what would be the original amount? And this would be the total amount again that you can charge on the card. O- o- Original date is when you taking out that card or taking out that loan, when that loan started. Or you got a mortgage when that started, that date. Obviously, the current balance, interest rate. So the maturity date is typically for a credit card is typically 5 or 7 years from the original amount date. Or like if you or some credit cards will actually say in the fine print that this is the maturity date. This is when this credit card will be actually closed, and we'll have to send this back. And again, the monthly payment for on a credit card would be like the minimum monthly payment for their card. So hopefully that answers your questions. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. And then of course we have other videos like this that you could follow and so forth. So like, comment, so forth on the video. Thanks for your time. Have a blessed day.